All right, you ready to go?
Yep. I'm awake.
You're awake. You're totally awake, totally in the zone for this.
Yep.
Okay,
Absolutely. Brain is operating at 100% power.
100%. All right. Progression, marriage counseling. All right. So, as in, do you want to stay with the Blaze Wizard or not? Is that the?
As in the progression honeymoon phase is over and it's getting hard.
It's getting serious now. Okay.
Yeah, I've all right, backstory time. So I've hit like the progression wall and mostly 17 star 2-line everything. So
Mm-hmm.
that's like now things are gonna cost a lot for a lot less gain.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up doing some research and I was trying to figure out whether I should like stick with Abso, especially since I got to use compensation flames on it, or if I should try and get into Arcane, uh, trying to take into account that I really don't like training,
Mm-hmm.
so that kind of sucks for droplets.
Yup.
And so I was trying to figure out which one I should do, and by trying to figure out which one I should do, what I mean is trying my very hardest to justify just staying in Abso and never touching Arcane.
Mm-hmm.
I tried very hard, couldn't do it. Turns out, especially because I'm a mage, so there's so much difference in the weapons. I would need a 19-star weapon and 21-star armor to make my Abso just around the same as Arcane.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I bought every single droplet for Arcane armor and safeguarded it to 17, that would cost me like half the money of 21-star Abso on average or something.
Yeah, and because of the weapon, it'd be roughly the same.
Yeah, and that would, yeah. And then yeah, and that's just to get it. I mean, there'd be a little bit of money to cube it as well, but that's just to get it like on par. That's not even better. And then I don't really have anywhere to go from there with
Mm-hmm.
Abso because I'm already 21. But with Arcane, I'm only 17.
Yup.
And as KMS continues its damage control, it's only going to get more and more reasonable to get my hands on Arcane. So
Yeah,
yeah.
the current KMS shop is of course only next year for us, right? That's the anniversary event, so that'll be probably our 17th anniversary one. But that one seems
hmm
to have 75 of each of the droplets in it as well.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah.
I also haven't been playing a ton recently, and
Mm-hmm.
so I guess between that and all the good stuff coming in KMS, I can take my time. I'm not really in any rush. So with the 5, 10, 15 coming up, I figured, okay, maybe what I can try is see if I can at least get myself to the point where I can reasonably contribute to like Hard Lucid and maybe Hard Will.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, if I'm clearing those bosses weekly, with the glacial rate of my progression now, I can maybe get a drop. And if I get an armor drop, that saves me 5 bill in droplets. And if I get a weapon drop, that saves me 10 bill in droplets, which makes it even more reasonable to go to Arcane.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, the
I
weapon
guess,
drop is like the big. Is it not even so much 5 or 10 bill? It's like the hours that you would need to train to get the droplets, right? Because you'd still
yeah,
want
that's
to
the
buy out
thing.
all the shops because you still want to rub all the droplets together to make all the other pieces.
hmm
And both of the bosses
Yeah.
have the drop table for the weapon, so technically that one does have the best chance of appearing.
Oh, do they drop different armor for different bosses?
Yeah, it's the same as what is available in the shop to make. That is the drop
Oh,
table of
okay.
the respective boss. So it's very similar to what Lotus and it's actually the same as what Lotus and Damien have. Like with the hard bosses, have the same drop table as what you can buy in the shops for either of them.
Oh, that makes things a little better even because it means that will drops are gonna fucking suck. So it's not quite a big of a deal if I
Yeah. Well, ideally you
can't
want to
get
get
the
the
will.
weapons from there, right? Even if you do have the droplets. But now, like once the
Yeah.
droplet exchange comes out, it doesn't really matter at all anymore. Um,
hmm
but you still, yeah, you'll still need the clears on Lucid and stuff, right? But you're good for that.
Yeah, Lucid I've been doing with my party for a few weeks now. We've been kind of trying to get into like normal will.
Mm-hmm.
They've been practicing a bit during the week. On the weekends when we do the runs, we've been having trouble having 6 people, but
Mm.
when we have been there, we've been at least trying to practice will a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of the damage, we made it to phase 2 in will as 3 people, so
Mm-hmm.
like our party definitely has the damage. So we might even consider Hard Lucid and Will and stuff once we have mechanics down.
Right. Are you still at
So
Are you still at 240 now?
yeah, I'm 240.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing is especially with Will and especially Hard Will
Mm-hmm.
is being 240 is kind of sucky,
Yeah.
and I really don't like training,
That's really
which
sucky.
doesn't.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
do no damage. You're already predominantly a support, right? But with that, you just literally just become a flaming pizza mule.
yeah.
Yeah.
And elemental resist. I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, that's
there's
true.
no
That's
other
true.
Blaze Wizard or Battle Mage or whatever in the party, so I'll
Yeah,
just ask
that's true. That's true.
all the other 5 people what their BA is, and I'll take 10% and add it to mine,
Pretty much.
and
Yeah.
then we're good. But
Yeah.
yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
fortunately for the training side of things too, in Neo they're reducing the XP to 250, and the second biggest part of that reduction is 240 to 245.
Mm-hmm.
And just getting a 245 already gives me a 50% final damage boost against Will compared to now.
Yeah, yeah, it's huge. Do you have compensation left as well, or did you use all that?
No, it's all done.
Okay.
And then between 245 and 250 is actually the least change for the XP difference, but just getting a 245 gets me to Tenebris, so I can start, or
Yep.
Moonbridge.
Yep.
Freaking words. I can start doing.
Well, it's on
start
Tenebris.
looking for familiars.
You're good. That's part of
Yeah.
Tenebris.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Tenebris
So,
is like the whole area that has Moonbridge and Labyrinth and Limina in it.
Okay.
Yep.
So basically,
Yeah,
now
that'll
with-
for Blaze Wizard. That's great, right? The VC3 and the LH6 and LH2, those maps.
Can you even get maps like that though?
I mean, the hope is a little bit that by that time most people will have passed by that and have gotten to 250 with all the compensation. We saw a lot of people using the compensation to get to 250, right? And with the triple XP coupons and all of that. And a lot of people are
Yeah.
moving into Labyrinth and Limina now.
Another fortunate thing for training is there's a map in Celis, SSS4, that's pretty crazy for Blaze Wizard. I guess I don't know if it's crazy, but it's really nice.
Mhm.
It's kind of like Hidden Iliad Forest, where it's just 3 platforms and Blazing Extinction hits everything.
Right.
There's a couple things on the side, but it's not too much to take care of.
Mhm.
I've tried it a little bit. I'm 11 levels under, so the mobs are like 3-shot or 4-shot or something.
Mhm.
So it's not, the rates are kind of sucky, but with that potion that we're getting from the event, I might be able
Yep.
to grab one more level, which will give me a 25% final damage increase compared to what I'm doing now.
It's pretty.
And between that and any gains from the Star Forcing, maybe I can just like kill them good enough that I
Mhm.
can, even if it's not the best rates, I can like brainlessly train there, and maybe that's how I get to 245 in Neo.
Yeah, and if it's a low effort map, and also if it's a map that's more available, and it's not completely full, and you can even get some burn in there, then that will be well, not a free ride, but that will be a fast track to getting which way you want.
Yeah.
You
So
should- Yeah. So you all right. So let's get everything sorted out. So what's happening in terms of Legion? Do you have your Terror Burn sorted out and your path to 8K? I think you want to do, or no?
I mean, eventually I might get to 8K. I'm definitely not rushing for it,
Okay.
but like it's reasonable, I think, to do. Like I'm kind of getting there.
Mm-hmm.
For Terror Burn, my first Terror Burn is gonna be Arc. I still need the Link skill, which is actually a decent one,
Mm-hmm.
and also it's a character that I could potentially use as a bossing mule.
The best link skill, you mean? But yes, Carrie. Yeah.
Yeah, I could potentially use it as a Link skill. For
Mhm.
the other Terror Burn, I actually haven't really thought about that yet. I don't have a lot of classes I have left to do, especially not any with usable links or legions, so I
Mhm.
might just peruse through the remaining classes I don't have and just get one of them to 200 just to have
Yeah.
it, basically.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
'cause,
Or maybe something that's close to 120 or 140 that has a good level 3 link that you might use.
Yeah, like for the most part, anything that has any kind of decent link or legion, I've already made. And between the bonking now and the bonking from the last event, like pretty much every single character is 160.
160 already. Yeah.
So it's like close enough, and they have some gear too. So the
Yep.
push to 200 won't be too hard, especially the guys in Maple Onyx. That shit is broken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the set bonus is really good, right?
Yeah, it's basically like
Mini
when
Sweetwater.
Ming changed.
It's like mini Sweetwater with all the stat, I think.
with the when Ming switched from Maple Onyx to 3-set CRA, her range didn't really change much, even with epic potential on the top and bottom. And then she lost the 30% IED line from the set bonus.
Yeah, you have to get like really good flames, I think, to compensate for it.
Yeah, it's really freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, yeah, what I guess I'm looking for is what should I do, especially with the Star Force event, to possibly get me ready for Hard Lucid and maybe Hard Will, but Hard Lucid would be at least a good goal.
Mm-hmm.
That's one question, and then sort of a smaller questions inside of that, or also for Mesos, I have about 22 bill saved up, maybe 1 or 2 bill amongst all my other characters,
Yeah.
maybe. So. Yeah, what should I do to kind of get ready for Lucid? Because it seems like basically I want to get that droplet stuff ready so that I can, yeah, as Absol doesn't seem to be the way to go, too expensive. And then another question is, I don't have an eye accessory for drop, so I'm wondering if I should a 17-star black bean mark.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Cause you're looking. Fuck this dude. That was supposed to be the damage tattoo.
Yeah, that was my very first Sweetwater thing I bought, and then I was like, oh, cool, I finally have enough dineros to buy something. Fuck this commercial stuff. And then it gets 2-line drop, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding? I need another one.
Then you just go again. Just get
Just like what
another one.
happened with my Dominator.
You know, it's a blessing in disguise, though, because in the end you want to get that anyway. But and even if it's 17 star, it's picking up some of the damage for the slot that you need anyway.
Yeah.
Zero link. Yeah, there's probably some stuff. So are you to real quick to wrap up the Legion stuff. So whatever you burn for that last tower burn, I don't think is very important. For your bonking, are you just bonking all of them evenly to get the levels?
At the moment, yeah, basically.
Because there's a few characters with really good S rank Legion buffs, right? Like specifically the Hayato, Jet, Zero, like those are really good. So if you want so focusing on those might be a good idea to get those a little bit further in, and then grind those out to 200 before you go like crazy hard grinding on the Blaze Wizard, because you'll just do way more damage.
Yeah, part of what I've been kind of doing with the bonk strategy too is like most of these characters that are exactly 160 now were like kind of close to 160 before, and I've been using share to get them to 160. So now that they're 160, I can take them to Komerchi to get a Sweetwater weapon. So like for the Hayato and Jet, that's gonna boost their damage a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they both don't have one yet. Yep. Yep. True. Yeah, that'll make it way faster also. Yeah, the Sweetwater weapon is just such a huge boost. It's kind of nutty.
Yeah.
And a 30
I've
boss.
been kind of like, even though they're all lower level, I've been gearing them up quite a bit too. Like I was doing the Pink Bean pre-quest on, who the hell was it? There was one character in here, maybe it was the Aaron. I was doing the Pink Bean pre-quest, and like I managed to find some random level 200 Kana that was able to help me with it, but I was still able to like one-shot mobs and get kills for myself just because I've been like doing bosses on a lot of these characters and gearing them up. So I'm ready to train.
Yep.
It'll be good.
Yeah, and maybe the DA, right? Because the level 3 link there is really good. Plus the Legion buff together.
Yeah. Yeah, the Shade as well. I've got a bunch of characters that are all good to... That'll be all good to go on.
Yep. Alright.
I might even see if I can grab a couple of rings here and there. Event rings.
Oh yeah, Evan and your Mercedes are pretty high up too, so those are... Might even get to level 3 link territory at some point.
Yeah, once I hit 200 on them, then I'll be able to make the push for Reverse City and stuff.
Yep.
Eventually.
Yeah, 5th job is a decent push for those characters for sure. And they already have the Sweetwater stuff. Yeah, those will be fine. Yeah, okay. We were talking about... Oh yeah, drop rate of Meso stuff, yeah. Yeah, 22 bill. How much do you think you'll have by the end of Sunday? Do you still have the bosses to do?
Not a ton more. Yeah, I have the bosses, so I guess that's another bill or so. Is there a... Oh, you don't have the thing. There's a... In Google Docs, I used headers for everything, so if you have the like...
Oh, right.
Thing open on the side, you can just click to any section.
There you go, yep. Questions and answers. Oh, Q&A.
Yeah, this is where I'm just gonna mark stuff down, kind of like Ming did last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the last couple questions are, should I look to 17 star and Abso hat, because it's looking like I also did the calculations for using an arcane weapon with the Abso hat. I didn't really like that idea because of switching out a Sweetwater hat, but I mean out of CRA hat, but then it turns out I only need 19 star Abso to make it roughly similar to 17 star arcane there, just because the weapon is such a huge difference. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
I'm
you
wondering
think.
if I should look at that, because I might be in the just weapon for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you have in terms of droplets now? Have you bought any in the previous shops at all?
No, unfortunately not. In terms of droplets now, I have probably like, I'd have to double check. I have it on another character, but I don't think I have more than like 20,
Yeah, so
if
yeah,
even.
like low double digits probably. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
basically starting from scratch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's still nutty if you buy these out and you go hard for Neo, and you can get to Hard Lucid&Will by the end of that and start grabbing those points. You could see yourself getting to the point where you can, by the end of Neo, have 150 of each of the droplets on top of what you have now.
Yeah, that would actually be quite a lot. Wow.
And then if the exchange comes through early, that means making your weapon and one piece from it, you know? That means that one piece, we don't have to go very hard on Abso now. Or, you know, you want to keep the set bonus and then for Abso, and then you hold on to the droplets for that piece, but you primarily focus on... well, you have to focus on getting the clears, right? For Lucid to be able to purchase it. But yeah,
I have enough Lucid
okay.
clears to probably be able to buy anything I need.
Mm-hmm. Because I think even with just a
I can start
flame...
flaming too.
Yeah. Yeah, on a weapon you could start flaming like crazy, yeah. So what's your
and whatever like
Abso
armor drop I
76?
get, I can just start tossing extra flames on there as I get them.
Yeah, but you always want to be careful aiming for that, because that's what I did for 2 years, and then I got one finally, so that can... You know, it's definitely long term. How do you have a 5% all stat on your belt? How does it even happen?
Oh. Yeah, actually, Jesus, yeah, now that we have knowledge of how that works, holy crap.
That's pretty rare.
It's like 1%. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I must have been eternal flaming it with compensation flames or something.
Yeah, it must be. Maybe
Or
the
drop
drop
like
can
that.
come out... Yeah, I think the drop can come out as up to tier 5, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because my Xenon got like a Zakum accessory with 7% all stat on it
Mm-hmm.
as a drop.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, on a Xenon, that's pretty... Don't touch it ever. Or for a long time, at least.
And then some other character got like a 7 attack in Mechanator or something like
Those
that.
are the worst, dude. It's like, oh, tier 7, and then it's like the worst. Or like 7 jump, and you're like, ugh. Yeah, exactly. Just bad feelings all around. Okay. So main things, when it comes to... You know... You rely for your damage quite a bit on your 5th job skills, right?
Yeah.
For mobbing?
It's like
And bossing? No.
I actually have hold on, GPQ BA. I've been taking BAs of like every single GPQ for the past long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like all the percentages there. I mean, it's not exactly a 1v1 scenario, but yeah, like 24% from Orbital Flame, 21% Orbital Inferno, 13% Infernal Sphere, 12% Savage Flame, 10% Blazing Extinction. Like, there's no skill that's doing more than 25% of my damage.
Mm-hmm. Summoner. Wait, this is Orbital Flame, right?
Orbital Flame is the 1st to 4th job skill, and then Orbital Infernal is the big chonker version of it.
Yeah, where you like float in the air and then around you.
Oh yeah, that's Infernal Sphere.
Oh, Infernal Sphere. Okay. What is
Orbital Inferno is just a big ass orbital flame, basically.
Oh, wait, is that the iframe?
No,
What is
iframe is
orbital?
Cataclysm.
Right. What is orbital inferno? Oh, this one. Oh wait, no, that is that one. Wait, okay. Blazing extinction, orbital flame, orbital inferno, salamander. But salamander doesn't do damage by itself. It does damage through other named skills in the BA.
It does damage too. It does damage, but then it also when it's done, it gives you like a 30-second magic attack boost based
Right.
on how many times it hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that magic attack boost goes up with the level of the skill, so that's looking like the best one for me to put nodes into.
Yeah, that sounds like a. And then the other, what is it? The second V skill with the
Savage Flame.
Yeah, that's the.
I don't know which V skill's which.
I think Orbital Inferno was the first one, and then I think Savage Flame, and then Inferno, and then Salamander. I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, you get them all at
Savage.
once when you get it now, so it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Yeah. Savage Flame will be pretty good for Lucid because of all the golems.
There's like 2 modes to that, right? Depending on.
Yeah, there's Fox mode and Lion mode.
Yeah. And then one
And,
is basically always better until you're super duper strong, and then the other one becomes a little bit better in mobbing because of all the singular targets or some shit.
Sorta. It's really weird. I don't know. Like the Fox one is with all the little balls, and that used to be like basically just the better one for later because Lion would cap really early. Like I was hitting a bill with Lion quite a while ago, but then they changed the lines now, so that Lion it doesn't really cap like that. And then with the damage cap going up in Neo, I won't even have to worry about capping. Even now, I don't have to worry about capping with Lion. And then also because they changed the lines like that, Lion actually does like half the lines that Fox mode does, which means that if I hit 2 things in Lucid, it's basically just as good for like golem clearing purposes. If I hit 2 golems.
Yeah. Yeah, so you basically always just Lion and Lucid.
Yeah, for Fox mode mobbing, I haven't really like found it very useful myself. It seems like it'll be good when you're at like a specific point of where it can kill the mobs well, but not too fast that everything dies and then they just sit there and then go away because they can't find anything.
Or you have to use them like right before the mob respawn ticker is gonna hit, so that you kill them and then they respawn and then they tick on the next wave too. It'd
Yeah,
be like quite
maybe
particular.
I haven't really figured it out yet.
Yeah.
I've just been using Lion.
Yeah. Exactly, because you could just be like, okay, this part of the map is deleted now, and it's like boom, gone, and then you can continue, and then you can immediately start building your stacks again, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, Lion's just such a freaking Chad.
Yeah, it's just a wall of numbers on one side of the map.
Also, you have to press down and the skill to switch to Fox mode, so Lion's kind of the default anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So I think nodes is still something where your kill speed for training as well might go up a lot. Because we do heavily focus on boost nodes, of course, when we're on characters, but some characters just because you can basically cycle between all of your 5th job skills constantly, right?
Yeah.
There's never.
I mean, if I train at SSS4 though, then for the most part, Blazing Extinction's clearing like 90% of the mobs.
Okay, because
so
of the layout.
I don't actually need a ton for the rest.
Okay. That would be more for maybe for preparation for Moonbridge, though. It would be right.
Yeah. Well, I guess that kind of answers one of the questions I had, which is where should my event currency go at this point? I don't really have a ton of it because I've been using my Blaze Wizard to level up the store. Chat, cover your ears.
Don't do it.
But,
yeah.
But yeah. So, but I guess just more nodes probably.
Yeah,
the best thing,
you could still just dump it in more nodes. Yeah. All the way up until like your phalanx is max and stuff, you're still gaining, or in your Goddess Blessing is max, you're still just gaining DPS to help your team, in the making the boss runs faster. The main thing is for most teams, for Hard Lucid, is just getting through phase 2 in not too long a time, right? Making sure that you can keep the cleanses, don't get stuck on Tohos, that kind of stuff, and that any kind of rough phase 1 doesn't translate to a fail, but that a rough phase 1 just means rough phase 1, but then phase 2 is pretty much just okay, and then all you have to do is make sure that you time phase 3 right, and then you're good.
Yeah. phase one's pretty hilarious for me because it's like, oh no, the dragon's coming, and then everyone's panicking, trying to figure out what side to go on, or like, oh no, there's golems. I just jump up in Infernal Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh no, dragon's coming, better burst.
Hey, you don't even need your iframe for it. You just stay
Yeah,
over it. Yeah.
just jump up and start bursting. Should actually maybe bring AB link for that.
Because it does even more damage in the burst. Yeah. That's kind of like how the Beast Tamer does it. They have that tornado thing in the bird form that they then do, and just fly above it, and then yeah, it's almost the same. And you keep all this the what is it, feathers? You keep those now when you die, right? With the buff freezers and stuff. You don't have to recharge
Oh,
those.
that's always been a thing, I think.
I thought way in the beginning you lost those stacks.
Oh, I don't know.
I remember
But
it being pretty
yeah.
shit.
The thing that will be nice though is at some point in KMS they made it so that while you're using Infernal Sphere you can keep getting more feathers, which it's not a
Oh,
huge deal, but
it's something.
like it's like one feather every 15 seconds, so that means you can go like 16 seconds straight instead of 15 or something. Also, they made it so that if you just do a quick tap with one feather, it actually fucking works, which right now it doesn't, basically.
Oh, you have to hold it down for a bit before it activates?
Yeah, you have to hold it down for a bit, but also if you only have one feather, it like tries to start and then uses the feather and then stops.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, I tried. Sorry. Out of feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get your full second. Yeah, I noticed that. If you press it a little bit too quickly.
Yeah, it's basically like you have to pay 1 second to start.
Yeah, that's not a good penalty. And the Salamander Mischief, does that duration go up on the summon?
No.
Oh.
It's 60 seconds and 30-second buff with 90-second cooldown. So it's doing something 100% of the time.
Yeah. I mean, being a 60-second summon or 90-second cooldown is already really nice. That's better uptime than most 5th job things.
Yeah, and then for the 30 seconds where it's not up, you're getting the magic attack buff.
So do you think if you buy out all the nodes, you're pretty much set on the event currency, or do you think you have more at that point?
I don't think I'm gonna have a ton more.
Because I think there's like 3 or maybe even 4 things that you can buy for nodes, right? There's flat nodes, and then stacks of nodes, and then boxes of nodes, I believe.
Yeah, it's weird.
Let me check real quick. Personal shop has none, I don't think. Oh, no, wait, that one does. No, that one has the symbols. So there's
Member services, 20 flat nodes.
Yeah, 20 nodes for 70, so that's 1,400.
Oh, 20 nodestone boxes. They're transferable within world. I can actually use my Kana for that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
230, and you can get 20. Yeah, so that's
And then there's 5
4,600.
nodestone times 5 package. Cool.
Yeah.
Also transferable.
350, so that's 1,750. So you're looking for a
Grab the
total
Kana.
like 7,800 coins worth or something. Yeah.
Might have to grab a Don Cena or expand Dong for that.
Expand. Yeah, you gave that name away.
Yeah, I'm still not used to it, but it's in good hands now. It's in the hands of an actual Dawn Warrior player, and that's where it belongs.
True. You can have an imposter running around with it.
Also, he's a Benzona, so.
Oh, nice. So I want it to be. This guy is almost 14k Sweet 16 coins. I'm gonna go on a shopping spree on this one soon.
Oh wow. Yeah, I definitely do not have that kind of coins. I have been doing been getting back into playing a bit more though, and doing my symbol dailies to help get coins, so that I'm not quite as coin starved. I have done some things that I will not say in here for coins.
Yeah, you've shined some shoes for coins.
May or may not have spent some Punch King coins on leveling up the shop.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. If you don't have the time to play 8 hours a day, then, just do what you can.
Too many Paradox games ruining my Maplestory gains.
Hey, what are Paradox games?
Grand Strategy games. Europa Universalis, Parader Rome, Stellaris, all that stuff. Degenerate strategy gamer
Hearts of
things.
Iron, Crusader
Yeah.
Kings.
Yeah.
Are these like infinite giant world?
they're grand strategy games, so you kind of just start playing them, and then like, oops, I have 2,300 hours in EU4,
Right.
or like, oops, I managed to put what the hell, 370 hours in a Hearts of Iron. I barely even played that before this year. Fuck.
Yeah. Yes, some people are like, I'm a real dude. I'm a gamer. Okay, I have like 80 hours in this game. And you're like, what? You're like, okay, my least, like my number 30 of all the games played is like over 100. Yeah. Sometimes sometimes you just lose track of time every night, all day. You know.
Yeah, consistently for weeks.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So that settles the event currency then, pretty much, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be a struggle to even just manage to afford all the nodes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have any, but yeah, they're transferable. Could make something work.
Yeah, you can make it work for sure. I think the last boxes aren't, right? It's just the.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Millstone
double check.
×5 transferable within a world. Pog, dude.
Oh, it's just the flat ones aren't.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh wait, they
Oh
are.
no, they
What the
are
hell?
also. Yeah, they're all
Plot
transferable.
twist.
And all the flames
So-
are, the cubes are.
I guess if I do have extra stuff, I'll just grab symbols.
Yeah, how are you doing with symbols?
God. Well, I haven't been doing Arcane dailies for quite a while, so not the best. It's in the stats section of the document.
Ah, here we go.
But like I said, I've been trying to get back into that also as a way to get coins. I sort of had like the panic realization when I was like, oh shit, I don't have enough to get the 1.5 times at the end of a moon bridge even. So that was like the hey, you're slacking too much wake up call.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're in just 2 areas before, you're not even remotely near that limit, but then you go 2 areas down and you're like, oh. Yeah, because the 1.5x multiplier gets pretty brutal at the higher point.
Yeah, especially because you need so many symbols just to get one level at this
Oh
point.
yeah. Yeah. Well, we do have
I saw
the
300 for Choo Choo and I was like, oh my god, that's so much. But then it's Choo Choo, so it's actually not that bad.
yeah, Choo Choo and Vanishing Journey are gaining a little bit with Neo, and then
Yeah.
hopefully Morass and Asphera should see the extra daily with increased daily limit as well. But that might be a while until we get that one.
Yeah, Neil's gonna be really great for Vanishing Journey, especially.
Yeah.
For Choo Choo, I already don't do the daily quest. Maybe I'll start doing it now that I'll actually give 8.
Yeah, and it's just one, like, kill 200 monsters, get 8 symbols. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Usually I just extrapolate it to, if I do this every day for a month, that's 240. That's like almost a level from just one daily a day. Now it's 2 months, of course, so that's a bit, yeah. Doesn't feel as valuable. Honestly, if it's a daily where it's just do one quest and then get all the symbols for that one quest, that's usually one that I'll do.
Yeah, definitely makes me a lot more willing when I have to do less.
Yeah, but yeah, like you said, the combination with the point capping and stuff, that makes it more valuable for me too, because it's like, okay, I'll just, AFK on that Dell and then do the daily symbols, and then it's like, then I'm like 99% of the way there for point capping, and I just do like a little bit more on like, the spirits, the earth spirits or something, and then do the daily kill thing, and then boom, then the Adele is gone. I try Helix. How are you doing with bosses like that? Because I'm assuming that Helix is probably a bit too much, right?
Helix? Oh, Helix is my bitch. I do that and I do that before my decent skills run out.
Okay, so that's because of you have like a good kit for that?
Yeah, Blaze Wizard completely destroys Helix so hard it's not even funny. Like, also, I think Helix is just way underneath me gear-wise. Like, any other class would kill it even faster than me. But Blaze Wizard's damage is kind of sucky. But then, yeah, my kit is so amazing. It's brain dead and danger free.
You just
I
sent
can
all
just teleport.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Put the teleport on one side, jump to the other. Anytime he tries to attack, teleport back, put it back down. Blah blah blah. I've got like 20 ways to clear the stupid potatoes.
Yeah, because
I don't even do it
blazing extinction
optimally.
like just falls down.
Yeah, the phalanx too.
And phalanx, yeah.
And like I don't even do it optimally. Technically, you can stand on the very edge of the platform so that he doesn't use his attack, and then you can use Blazing Extinction going along the platform to hit him, and then it drops down and kind of clears the potatoes.
Yep.
I found it didn't work 100% with getting all the potatoes, so I just go with a slightly safer but way more brain dead method.
Just down jump and up jump kind of thing, or?
Don't even down jump, I just teleport and then up jump.
Right, wait for the hand.
So because it's also an animation cancel. So
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
it's so safe, it's crazy.
Yeah. So that's well. So with that, like, what's the progress there on like backups and stuff?
I've got the backup section there. I bought 2 solid rings because I remember that there's a 1 a week limit. So I just bought those early. Also because my solid ring is fucking nuts. So I would probably want to focus on that anyway.
And you bought those to transfer hammer into the other ones?
Well, or just as backups for the solid ring already, just because like if there was a ring to push higher Star Force, it's definitely the solid ring. Like look at that potential.
Yeah, and the other ones are pretty high risk.
Yeah, but I still have I put the
2
picture there somewhere. I have some coins as well still.
Yeah.
And I've been doing Golics every day for a decent bit. I have 300 coins, yeah.
Yeah, that's decent. And the Narrows, I assume you love the Commerci dailies?
Fucking Christ. I would have more dineros if I didn't have to spend 400 transposing that goddamn Dominator, but...
Yeah, good times. Good times.
Oh
okay, so do you have okay, before we get into all the equip memes, do you have all of the IED and critical rate? Do you have that pathed out towards the end set?
I guess I haven't really planned much. It's a little weird now too with the buff.
Yeah.
The event buff. Like I definitely can do some optimizing there. Like for crit rate. Right now I have the Explorer Archer skill on. I was using that for some crit, but also because the monster collection chance is kind of nice too. If I can get goddamn, I just need Cygnus, and then I have the Cygnus line done for another 24-hour one.
And then you're kind of done with that?
And then, I mean, I still need 2 more 24-hour ones after that, but having the second one would be nice. I'm so close, but she refuses to get in my collection, and it's not like I haven't killed Cygnus quite a few times.
With all your characters too?
Yeah.
Which ones do I have? I've got the Lotus one.
Oh, wow.
But that includes an elite, I think, so that's probably not a very easy one to get. The pink bean one I thought was reasonably doable, right?
I think I'm missing like Chaos Pink Bean or something on that one.
Yeah.
Oh no, I do have that. That's the one I do have.
Oh yeah, that's the one you do, yeah. I think I got this one, and you probably got some of that as well before the changes, when every single statue had to be killed like 12 times and Pink Bean had to be killed 13 times. Because I think that allowed you to get it into the into the collection like after 2 or 3 runs or something, because it just...
Oh wow.
So many times, and then like... okay, so you have the Pink Bean one, and which other one do you have?
Only the Pink Bean one. If I get Cygnus, then I'll have the Cygnus one. I only need Cygnus for the Cygnus one.
Okay.
But
yeah, I've got the Damien and the Lotus ones.
Too.
And then the CRA one, because, you know, so many runs.
Oh, I think I only need Chaos Vellum for that.
Just get C-Val on a bunch of characters' forehead.
Oh god. I still have not, like, legitimately killed C-Val. Like, on a character that needs to kill C-Val for the weapon.
Well, it's not,
I'm a scrub. I'm a baddie.
Yeah, Lucid is gonna be tricky. Some people are running hard Lucid for a while before they finally get the Shroom or the Golem to add. So
just play slow enough, and I never need to kill Vellum. I'll just get fake souls for everyone.
Yeah, true. Just over the years, all the compensation. it'll be easy. Wow, the Will set isn't even a 24-hour box.
Wow.
Jeez. Or the Gloom set, what the... No, nor the Varicilla set, what? Usually all 6-hour boxes. Only the Black Mage one is a 24-hour, okay. That seems fair.
As I get more characters to 200 too, my Legion will be bigger, and I'll be able to get a little more crit rate there as well, so I don't need the Explorer Archer link after the event is done.
Yeah, as long as you've got like a path towards 100%, 100%, without needing to rely on that. And you do have some Legion space as well, right? You could move like a character there. You're almost at 7k, so there'll be an extra character. That'll be a little bit of extra crit.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Like,
also thinking...
hitting 100% crit is never the issue. It's doing it at the expense of other things.
Ooh, what about the
As-
Horntail one? That's a 24-hour.
That's 24 hours. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I
Horntail
should
kills
go,
Horntail, and just the Skelegons. I don't have this one
yeah,
yet,
just
but
gotta
that's...
kill Skelegons.
Yeah. The Star Force
I have
ones.
the Horntails. Oh shit, yeah, I should do that.
That could
That's
be a
a
nice
good
one.
catch.
Because I think in most of the other ones are pretty... Yeah, just get Mugong. I'm only missing Mugong for this set. I'm so close.
Do I have the,
Wait, I have the Elite in this set. What am I doing? Why am I not getting this?
The...
Oh no, that's not a... Wait, is that a Elite or is it a mini-boss? I think it's a...
Usually 3 stars in Elite.
Sage Cat? But then they should have prefixes, right?
Yeah, yeah, it might be gigantic is the prefix, but they do
maybe.
there's weird shit here and there. I've read the monster collection guide, and sometimes they just do random screw ups. There's like one monster, or there's one like boss that's, or like a map boss that's accidentally coded as a normal monster in there, and so it's basically impossible to get.
Yeah. I
That kind of
almost have
dumb
the Hilla one as well, but like you need the altar and all of her walk-ups and the Dark Heart, so that one is tricky.
Yeah, that's really weird.
And I need the...
Oh wow, I have the altar. I just need giant Dark Heart. What even the fuck is that?
Oh, that's from Dimension Invasion. Like at the end, in the bonus, sometimes there's a
Oh,
Dark Heart,
shit.
and then you have to get that one.
And then I just need the Spearman Skeletonite, although I don't remember where that was from. That was another weird one. I
Oh,
don't think
that's
it's
like in the walk-up to Hilla, like the guys that
I
spawn
don't
there.
know if it's those ones. It might not be. This was one of the really weird ones I remember
Or
reading.
it's during the Dimension Invasion PQ as well.
Oh, maybe. I should do that a bit.
And then, yeah, I'm one away from getting the Pianist one, but you need a healer Cold Shark, so good luck getting like the specific prefix healer in a split map with like 10 monsters on it in total.
Yeah.
That's a big...
Gassy
yeah.
Humunculo.
I guess I could get... Maybe the... this one might not be too bad, the one for Ephenia? But I think you have to get these first two in... oh god. In a prequest or in... God, who knows in chat? It might be part of like the storyline with the book, with the library. Yeah, Grand Athenaeum. I think you have to get the first two in Grand Athenaeum by just doing it over and over.
Ooh.
And then the other three, but you can do Ephenia pretty much infinitely, right? It's kind of like the Demolishizer, where if you go out, you can CC and go back in, or you wait like 10 seconds and then you go in again.
Yeah,
So
I'll
you could
have
just
to do
spam
that
that
on like
one.
a mule or something.
Mm-hmm.
You can nab a ring too. She drops a ring.
Oh yeah, the ring, yeah. I have Xerxes. How?
Nice. I just got one of the skeleton things in the monster collection. I'm
Oh, cool.
slapping them a little bit.
Oh, I need
right now.
shadowy white fang. Yeah. Most of these other ones are really, really difficult to complete. Yeah, I have the Lotus and Damien ones, but those are going to be very tricky unless you have a lot of runs. Dorothy, lol. Yeah, the Damien one. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are the extra options. So wait, you have 4 slots available now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm up to 381 monster collection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you specifically use the Explorer crit when you're trying to gather, and otherwise would use like what, the Beasthammer link?
Well, I have I'm kind of using it for crit too, or at least I was.
Oh, both. Okay.
But
But you're
was
using
also
all
choosing an
3.
extra benefit.
You're using all 3 crit links right now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me have my links in there as well.
Yeah, it looks like you have all 3.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
20% from the VIP skill. Yeah.
Yeah, so because of the VIP skill, I can like drop Phantom Link or the Explorer Link or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and your hyperstats for crit are a little bit on the lower side, so you could add that. And if your Legion grows, you could add 1 or 2 pieces into a crit rate to compensate. Because I'm also thinking with crit is that you're currently using the wand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And if you do get a drop that happens to be a staff, you of course want to use it, but then you have another 5% crit to look at. Is that why you also kept the crit familiar?
No, that one's just for, I use that for Will, because it's a healing familiar.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I see, yeah.
It's a regular party heal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use that normally.
Okay.
Yeah, I can always just move some Legion. It'll never be a problem to hit 100% crit, but
right, yeah,
what
right.
I have to give up for it is the thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that's also another disadvantage of me bonking evenly like this, is that, like, I'll hit 7k Legion and I'll have however many spots, but then once I hit 8k, I'm gonna have like friggin'
yeah, Legion of
100
200
more because they'll all just be hitting 200.
Yeah, exactly. Your surface coverage will be way more. Yeah. Dojo gives collection. Oh, right. If you do dojo for those bosses, they can show up for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good source for a lot of weird shit.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes things are coded weirdly as well in dojo, and you can get something else.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day. When you did the
name or something.
I think it was Maple Leaf High. Like if you did that, sometimes you killed those monsters in there, and they were coded as the phase 1 or phase 2 summons from Cygnus, and then you would get those in your collection. It was really weird.
Yeah, apparently it works off the name of the monster, like what it's actually named, which is really weird. It's not how I would expect you code things. And because of that, it makes it weird where like there'll be monsters that you can kill to get something in your collection, but like not in every server. Like in GMS, I think normal Magnus you can kill for Magnus, but then in Maple C, you have to specifically do Hard Magnus because normal and Hard Magnus have different names in Maple C, but they're the same name in GMS or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool shit.
Yeah, really stupid.
Right, yeah, but familiar-wise, I think you're on top of it. Like, you just, want to get that Moonbridge access, and then you can go hard on that. Hopefully something juicy. And IED-wise, you look like you were pretty high up there right now, right?
Yeah, and that stat sheet it's with the event buff, but without familiars.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then also, there's all kinds of IED on my skills. That's a whole freaking mess that I don't even bother.
Well, yeah, you have the line on your shield that's not going anywhere for a while, and the other ones don't have a line, so there's also nothing crazy to step on there. Okay.
Like, Orbital Flame has like 40 or 36%, depending how it's calculated. Infernal Spear and is 50%. Orbital Inferno is 50%. It's basically dual blade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty much. You also have one passive, right, that works like all the time? That gets it that high visually?
There's the Fox and Lion buff thing gives 30%.
Yeah. That's pretty solid.
Maybe there's some more and there's somewhere else. I don't know.
Kind of like Beast Hammer levels where the numbers are all crazy, but then you still need the gear and the perfect play to make the damage happen.
Yeah, I've got everything but damage.
Damn. Just that last thing you want to tick off the list. Okay. So make a feel for all this stuff. Okay, so like the extra monocle is what you were thinking. That would mean that
that or a
monocles...
black bean mark, because a 17-star black bean mark transfers to 16-star pat mark, which I can then transpose.
Yep.
And until then, it's like it'll be better if I don't 21-star the monocle, that's not happening for a long time.
Yeah, and then you can roll your current monocle for drop, and then transpose into a new one.
Yeah.
With the pat
mark.
If
I get a pat mark.
If you get it, yeah, that sounds solid. And then you would go for drop rate on it, right? Because I think you have
something, I don't know.
Yeah, you have 5 of Meso already. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have 5 Meso now. Jeez, what a strange world.
Oh, so
I felt
you were
like I never got Meso lines. Just get freaking double drop lines and shit.
Yeah, but now you actually have the Meso before you get all the drop.
Yep.
That's good. Pendant, you're using solid. Mechanator. Yeah, that's probably good to use the Black Beam mark, yeah. That sounds solid. Sounds good. Probably hold off on the tiering up and everything until, you know, you have that money back. Yeah, I would suggest to go for the droplets. Do you think you can make that money back after now, before the Neo shop ends?
How much money do you need for that?
It's
Yikes.
5 bill if you want to buy all of them. And I think June 13th, I believe, is the last day that you can purchase them.
June 13th, eh? I mean, so there's going to be a couple weeks of bosses, I guess, and then I can scrape some on my other characters, maybe try and do a little bit of farming. I might be able to pull it together, especially if I don't spend everything on the 5, 10, 15.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I might need to save a little for the 5, 10, 15 to make sure I can grab those.
Yeah, June 30th is the last item to buy. So like when 13th turned into 14th, like 1 minute before the reset, it's gonna like dip. Oh, I haven't updated this calendar in a hot minute. Hide a rose. There we go. Cash up transfer coming. Did you leave did you get all of this stuff because of the cubing? Because of the last weekend?
Last weekend I bought a little bit of cubes. I was able to get the last item.
Mm-hmm.
Cracked garlic string.
Ah, I see, yeah.
But I barely did any cubing on the sale because I was saving for 5, 10, 15.
For 5, 10, 15, yeah. Alright, so we're looking at the Black Bean mark, the reinforced ring, your belt was somewhere here.
Yeah, my belt is one of the other things to 17 star. The belt, Sweetwater pendant.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, everything will be 17.
Right.
Oh, and reinforced ring, yeah.
Yeah, I mean your badge is at 16, but you don't really gain all that much from star forcing, so that's probably not top priority. Yeah, there's a good chunk of damage coming out of bumping up your Abso from 17 to 18. There's, I think, minor risk, but you know, if you're doing it on 4 items, there's, you know, always a chance that one of them shits the bed. But like your flames on them are of that caliber where I think you're going to keep them for a long time. And like you said, like getting all of the, even if you get enough droplets to get a weapon and one item, or you get a drop, and you know you would have to get the weapon drop and then squeeze all the other ones together, and then you might be able to get 3 drops. But even then, you're still 1 short for the total transfer over, and then you have to get like over 100 more for drop. So that does include more training and stuff. Also, you might not be able to buy the second set of 50 completely from Neo, because that depends on those rubies, right? Which depends on how many weekly bosses you kill and what difficulty. So that I think you have to kill at least up to Hard Will, all of them every week, I think.
Okay,
so
yeah. So
might not be able to buy
them all then.
Might not be able to. Might be able to. It'll kind of. I haven't done the exact maths there yet. But it might be like a little bit of a tight squeeze, especially if you want anything else from the same shop. So you might have to forego some other items in the same shop and spend it all towards the droplets. But
I looked over the patch notes. I don't think there was too much in there besides the droplets that was really looking any good. It's like a bunch of overpriced flames or something.
Yeah, that sounds like Nexon, yeah. Those that were like programmed for non-reboot, and then in reboot you're like, I'm never buying those.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are several weeks that they are available though, like more weeks than you need. 2,000 cores total. You can get up to 400 per week for the cores, or was it 500? 400? But I think it's over 7 weeks or something. Yeah, I'd have to do the exact maths. I think even if you don't max, I think you can get all of them. But you can't miss too many types of bosses. But you can double dip a little bit, right? You can do like easy sickness on one character, normal sickness on another one. There's a few of them that you can double dip on that way, so you can get pretty close to the 400, even if you can't do all of the bosses in the list. 400.
It sounded like it was account wide or something.
Yeah, so every boss can be like there's just a list of bosses, and they can all count once per week. And then any character on your account that kills them gets those points for your account for that week.
Okay. Oh, so normal Cygnus and easy Cygnus could do both in the same week.
Yeah, but on different characters, because one character can
Yeah.
only do once a week. But if you do them both, then boom, yeah. And I think
Yeah, that
normal,
makes sense.
like normal Lotus and Hard Lotus and normal Daemon, Hard Daemon, right? Like I think like those are on there as well.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, getting to Hard Lotus and Hard Daemon might be a bit of a stretch by then. But yeah, I expect there's going to be some Hard Lotus, Hard Daemon carries asking for those periods so that they can get easier access to the droplets. I'm guessing it's probably going to be a thing. People up to Lucid&Will be able to get them all easily, I heard. Yeah, I think that's as long as you like don't miss any and you like get all of them that you have access to. Should have access to all the droplets.
Okay.
But it's good to have that, yeah. So yeah, so if you get a weapon drop, then that's like the holy grail of getting access to full Arcane. But as long as you don't get that, you're basically just sitting on a whole bunch of blop. I think, yeah. So I think Abso to 18 is a worthy risk.
Yeah, I mean the shoulder especially is so easy to replace. The weeklies are so much easier, and you don't need those cores for anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess besides the weapon, but
yeah, besides the weapon, yeah. Well, you're probably gonna keep the weapon. It's almost like the weapon is more expensive to replace, but you get the same bonus stats on everything anyway. So
you get a couple less attack even for Abso.
I think
it's really weird.
Is it glove that gives more attack at certain intervals?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure how that one works, but yeah.
Yeah, they've got like slightly different numbers.
Notice with Von Leon gloves, 11 star gives an extra attack, but not with Necro.
Yeah, you see like the glove is plus 28 and the other ones are all plus 21. And your weapon is all over the place, of course, because of the percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is part of the wonderful wand and staff arguments I have.
Well, you will definitely start cash. Save. Because it's
Yeah, I did all my math without star catching, so I can, like, if I go based off that, then I can only do better. But if I miss some, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did a shit ton of math on this. For 17 to 18 on level 160, 1.2 bill, 18 to 19, 3 bill. I've got like a whole table of all that.
Yeah, that's a bit yeah, so I'm not sure about like the 19 stuff. I think that is a risk worth taking, but on like CRA stuff. So what
Yeah,
probably
it seems like everything to 18 is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, like everything 17 that you want to do, and then when you say everything 18, you're talking about like Abso and CRA, basically like this page, with these two pages.
Like everything I have backups for: Abso, CRA, Solid Gollix Ring, Connor's Treasure, possibly Superior Belt because I have one of those. But not sure.
If you have, so for some projects,
oh, Sweetwater, I have some dineros.
Yeah, that's if you're trying to squeeze out like the value for your money. As long as you have backups, technically that would be better. Yeah, because we're looking at like rings of risk, right? And then the higher you go, and the higher the risk is, and the lower the amount of backups you have, the fewer items like make it to the top, or like a pyramid, right?
Yeah, and the cost goes up a ton too. Like
yeah,
CRA 17 to 18 is 1 bill, 18 to 19, 2.5 bill, 19 to 25 bill almost.
Yeah, that makes it visually a lot more representative of how crazy a pop-up is. Okay, so so your goal would be to 18 everything.
18, like
as long as you have
can,
backups.
basically.
Yeah, as long as you have backups, and then as soon as a backup falls, you just settle for 17, and then check if there's money left, and then go to the next thing.
I guess I'll start with the stuff that's easier backups, like CRA and Abso,
exactly.
Solid Ring.
Yeah, and those will stay in the running longer as well. Like, yeah, let's say you boom one Solid Ring, and then the next one gets to 18, maybe even to 19 or something. You may be like, okay, I'll keep 19 for a bit, and then just go harder on CRA stuff first.
Yeah.
Although it's just 1 star away from being done at that point.
I'm not. I have the spreadsheet. I'm not falling for that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Stick to the list.
It's twice the cost for the same freaking power, and I'm not gonna have the money.
Yeah.
Can't just afford to throw away 5 bill.
No, yeah, if you have 22, and by the time you get there, you're probably going to be down to like 10 or less, and it's like, okay, we just want to get 1 star. It's like, well, that's going to be half of everything you have at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything to 18 should be a lot of magic attack compared to where you're at now.
Yeah, I guess the CRA would be the first thing to try for 19 and stuff.
Yep. Yep. Your emblem is so unfortunate.
Oh yeah, my shield. I got the shield too. That's another thing for. I should probably try 19 on if I have it.
Yeah, shield, yeah. I was gonna say for backups, with how much sickness you've been doing, I assume you have quite some backup recipes for the shield.
Yeah, I haven't checked how many I have, but I'm not exactly worried about it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a safe one. I think.
I might even be able to run out of Lydium before I run out of friggin' recipes.
Or out of what kind of crystals? What kind of ores do you need for that?
Lydium.
Sorry, I mean like the item crystals. It used to be monster crystals and now item crystals, right? Yeah. Is it the advanced ones or the superior?
I think it's superior. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
But you have like 1 trillion of those, so whatever.
Yeah, it's like lying around. And then whenever I think I'm out, it's like, oh, here's another stack on this character.
Yeah.
Each of them lying around.
Like, oops, it's in my material bag.
Oh yeah,
Another stack.
It sneaks in there. It's like, oh, I thought it was out. Never mind. I have enough for another eternity. Yeah, and the belt is at 18. Yeah, so you have 1 belt, enough Dineros for at least 1 backup, maybe 2 by then.
No, not after all the after I had to spend. I'll like just have enough for 1.
Wait, the screenshot says 400. Is that's gone down with transposing more?
No, that's how much I have now. I still need to do today's dineros as well, but like it's like, or I guess I'm thinking it's 400 for an item, but it's only the pendant that's.
Yeah, it's only the pendant. Yeah, the interface are 250, so.
Okay, yeah.
So you could get
maybe
2.
then, yeah.
Maybe do the pendant first, get that one out of the way. If that blows up, then you're just done with the other ones immediately.
Well, I could just safeguard the pendant to 17 and then focus on the tattoo.
Obviously safeguard to 17, yeah. Yeah, and then and then you try to get the other ones to 18 first, because then you still have the safety net.
Yeah.
Then you can afford 2 booms. Yeah, and then if that happens, if it doesn't happen, you go back to the pendant. Yeah. Yeah, that's the safer way. True. And then you have the 2 rings, 1 Kana ring, 2 Kana rings.
Yeah, got 1 last week, so that was pretty nice. Holy fuck.
Yeah, and I guess the reinforced. Sorry.
Oh my god! I'm just sitting AFK in the Skelegon map as I'm going through the document with you, and let me show you a screenshot of what the heck I saw when I went back in the game to look at my items. What the hell is this? All these friggin'.
It's because it's a passer through map, and the passing through maps are the best for harvesting.
No, not even. This is like in the middle of like.
Do people walk
nowhere.
up there? Wait,
No.
and it's so close together too. Like I've never seen so close together.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a harvesting map right there. And before you get nothing, that's like 5 chances for a primal, but.
Yeah, it's looking like hot nothing.
Like a steaming pile of zilch.
Yeah. What the hell? There's another vein on the right side of the map? Jesus Christ. Anyways.
Maybe a Hearthstone hidden somewhere, yeah. Yeah, full 18. And so, wait, according to your calculations, if you go full 18, do you have anything left at that point?
Any money left?
Yeah.
I guess with the number of items I can go to 18 on, I think I have some left. Also, there's going to be a lot of luck involved too, because 17 to 18 is like a bill, 700 mil for the shield, 1.2 bill for the abso, and like I have 20 bill, and I'm not going to be doing like 20 items, so.
But it's
Gonna
a
be doing,
lot
like,
of
maybe
items, though,
10.
right?
Yeah, maybe 10 or something.
Are you gonna try your weapon?
Don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards no on that, just because it's so expensive to replace, and
Mm-hmm.
the benefit is like it's not that crazy.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like 14 items, right? 2 rings. You're gonna try to see the Sweetwater stuff.
1, 2.
That's
Sweetwater's
5.
probably. I'm guessing Sweetwater. I only get
8,
away with
6,
like 1 or
10.
maybe 2.
Well, yeah,
2,
as
3,
long as you have
4,
the backups, right? 17 to
5,
18
6,
is
7,
pretty risk-free, but yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12, 13-ish. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I might not have much left after that. We'll see how lucky I get.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, if you do, then CRA is like next on the chopping block. See if you can score any luck there. Or, you know, if it's only a few build that you have left, you decide to just hold on to that for the droplets then.
Yeah, that sounds like a good move. I'm gonna write all that down.
But then the next big 5, 10, 15, that's when your most of your backups are going to come into play, right? Like the extra belts, the extra earrings, maybe even more backup rings by then. So you also want to pace yourself on your inventory space that you don't hold on to too much junk, because it might someday be useful.
That's a very narrow view of my inventory. It's much worse.
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of keepsakes. I have my good old Sweetwater weapon.
This is like the hoarder opening like the creak in the door, and you can just see that, and then but if you open the door all the way, then the whole problem becomes
got all my
visible.
maple creek, all my maple treasure. It smells of mold.
Exactly. Some things have been in there for years.
Yeah, my Cygnus gloves. I don't even know why I have these Cygnus gloves here.
Yeah, they might have some.
Keepsake.
Yeah, exactly. Might have some sentimental
Treasure Hunter
value.
John's ring. My Tyrant belt, boot, and cape.
Oh yeah.
That I use in Solo Lotus.
But they're unique. Yeah, this. I have those on a few characters. Yeah, it's just you don't want to get rid of them. I get that. Yeah. So that. Yeah, holding on to that is mainly in prep for those, right? Yeah. If you get average luck, and you have superior backups as well, or is that 1 superior, or is it 2?
Yeah, 2 superior earrings, 1 superior belt.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, 2 superior. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the solid rings because you can only buy 1 a week, and I figured I would not want to grab those in advance because if I need more than 1, I'm screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you need none or only 1, then you can also use them to transfer hammer into Meister if you want.
Yeah. Oh wow, how the tables have turned using Gollix to transfer into Meister.
Yeah, it's literally the turntables. Yeah.
Actually, shit, Meister's a whole nother thing too.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 6 or something primals at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I should consider Meister Ring. It seems like it'd be a little hard of a squeeze, but then so many backups for that would save me having to try to like Star Force something. Fuck, I don't even know.
Probably reinforced, right? Because that one would be expensive coin-wise to back up, and you'd rather have those coins as backup for superior.
Yeah. And I mean, eventually with enough solid rings, I can transfer into a 19-star reinforced, so...
Yeah, that's true. The other thing would be to, if you have 20 solid, then to just send on the Meisters with low risk, right? Like if it booms, it's whatever. You don't need them anyway. You have the 4 that you have now.
Yeah.
And if you get to 20 or to 21, and then you could be like, okay, I'll transfer it into superior first, upgrade what I already have, and then just do it again like behind the scenes. One extra benefit to that could also be is that since it's not as necessary, is that you can just hold off maybe like a year or 2, like I don't know what your patience level is, until we see if there's something like a no boom room coming at some point, and then you just go hard during that.
Yeah.
That's when I got my high star Meisters. I have fond memories of no boom rooms. Even if it's only up to 15.
Fond memory of spending like a bill trying to get my fucking Sweetwater tattoo to 17 in the friggin' no boom room. Sorry, to 15, not 17.
Yeah, to 15, yeah. Good times.
Ugh. And then I tried Tyrants and I got the 4-star cape and 4-star boots, and then I ended with 4-star cape and 2-star boots.
Were you standing next to me for that? In the
Don't
same
remember.
room? Were we like Star Forcing together? Because I remember I was going into a map and someone was in there, and they've been in there for a while, and I went in there and then did one item like almost instantly and then left again, and they were like, what the fuck, I'm still on one item.
I definitely did a lot of complaining.
Yeah. Usually that works
I'm
though,
too
right?
French to not let everybody know about it.
The complaining works a lot of the time though, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just yeah, okay. And then what damage are you at that point? Because I think your flames are not bad.
Oh yeah, and then for Abso items, should I also now would be a really good time to also get a hat up, like
Yeah.
if in case I want to be ready for the arcane weapon, which would suck to buy it first and then get it as a drop, but like it's also like easily the biggest increase, especially as a mage, because there's so much attack on
Yeah,
mage weapons.
it's insane. You have people who are just like, oh, I'm just gonna wait for drop, just wait for the drop, and then
And
if
then
they
it
buy
never
the
comes.
weapon, it's like I should have done this like months ago when I could, because it's just so much. It's such a huge damage increase. Like I remember when Kevin got his weapon drop, and he switched over to the weapon. Like even just, I think he just flamed his weapon, and it already had more attack than his 20-star Abso, and his arcane didn't even have any stars on it yet. And it's like, it's just
Yeah, if I
it's
just
just
stick
so
with
ridiculous.
Abso, I need 21 star armor and a 19 star weapon for 17 star arcane. If I just have the arcane weapon, then the armor drops from 21 to 19 stars to make it like on par with Abso. I mean, with the arcane.
Yeah,
It's
busted.
that much of the difference is just in the weapon.
Yeah, and the other thing is for the long term, I mean, if you get a backup, that's cool. That just means you can try to push it past 17, which is a lot of
Yeah.
magic attack as well. And if you get lucky like me, you can actually just get a 21 without any booms, and then, you know,
Lol.
hopefully that's what happens now, going to 18 and everything, right? That you can do it because you have backups, but nothing actually really booms, so you end up just with more backups, so that when you push to 21, those are all still there and still working in the background. That would be, yeah, but yeah, getting a drop will feel bad initially, but then as soon as you put it into perspective, well, getting a drop will feel bad if you buy a wand and get a staff drop. That's when it'll feel bad.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
vice
that would be
versa,
the
yeah.
rough. Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of still treat it as a backup, of course, but yeah, it'll be a bit different. It'll be a bit, it's not quite if you're a warrior and you get like one-handed and two-handed or some stuff like that, where it's like, okay, this also means completely redoing my secondary, which is a little bit of a
being
price
Dark Knight
tag.
and getting a pole arm.
I don't. Can you even use pole arms as a Dark Knight? Like, does it just work the same, or?
It's worse. Like the trade-off is supposed to be pole arms are faster but less damage, but then the Dark Knight, like their passive gives them +1 extra speed on spear, so that it's the same speed as a pole arm but with more damage.
How much damage difference is it though?
Don't even know. It's a good question.
Because for axes, people are like always like, okay, yeah, axes give more damage than swords, but you know, if you ever want to switch, like, it's not worth. It's only like 6% damage. Is it
Like
the same
base
thing?
attack on the weapon is higher, not like a damage percent.
Oh, it's just a base attack thing.
Yeah, it's like a different tier, like claws versus blaster weapon versus like knuckles, and
Oh, okay.
it's just a higher attack tier on the spear.
Let's see. Arcane Umbra Spear is 295.
So that would suck as a drop. Getting a pole arm.
264. Ooh, yeah, 31 on the base difference.
31 on the base, yeah. If people go that anal over like the friggin' 13 attack on a staff versus a wand, then
Yeah.
they're definitely never going to consider a goddamn pole arm on a Dark Knight.
Honestly, though, if you get the drop and you're using like a 17-star Abso, fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
I would use it on.
Yeah.
It's a huge increase. And then if you want to go super anal later, then you can always just make a spear, but... Arcane have 100+ stat? Yeah, they the base stat on them is 100, yeah. And if you go Genesis, how do you spell Genesis? I always Genesis. Like the base stats is like 150. Like a Genesis staff base magic attack is 406. Like, it's just
Yeah, it's crazy.
you get like a tier 1 flame, which isn't even possible. It will go over what you have now. The worst part is that it has 251 attack, which is more than an Arcane Knuckle, but okay.
Yeah.
They're like smacking, your base attack when you're smacking with the staff is higher than me punching, but
Is that a knuckle or a claw? I can't tell the difference down there.
they always have like Knuckle Claw. Those names are always messed up too. Okay, try earring, yeah. But so would you try on the earring or on the pendant? Not on the pendant, right? Or
Yeah,
on the
definitely
superior.
not dependent.
But the superior earring? You have two
Yeah,
backups?
the earring, I mean, 2 backups. I can at least do 18. 19's, I mean, probably not going to have the money for anyway, but
Mm-hmm. Well, the other thing is that, you know, if you're looking for like a longer term, for like the next 5, 10, 15, for like pushing everything beyond, that's when everything gets really, really, really expensive.
yeah.
That's probably going to be a matter of, well, yeah. So either one step is moving into Arcane stuff, if for some miracle that gets really close. The other thing would be to probably get your CRA stuff to 21 by then.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be pushing stuff all the way, like everything else up to 20, right?
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah. So if you have a lot of backups for the superior, then like the belt and the earring, you could just do on them. That'll always be cheaper on average, even if you boom. And then when you only have one backup left, you can still choose to, you know, like 21 to 20 transfer, and then still try to push it to 21 on the item afterwards, you know. But once you're back at 20, you know, you start building up backups again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
another advantage of the not playing the game way to play the game is have time.
you have a lot of
to get
time to
backups.
get backups for sure. Yeah, some extra dominators, stuff like that for your pendant rings. Yeah, and then you can, yeah. Honestly, you could even completely bypass Meister at that point, almost. Because like,
Yeah.
if you would need a 21 Meister to get rid of your current solid ring, you could also argue like you can now also get extra kind of treasures and then transfer that into
Yeah.
a superior.
Yeah, like it seems like the most likely candidate to replace would be the reinforced, just because solid is so much easier to star up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, but the reinforced can go past 20, and then if you have 21, that's already sizable difference from a 20 solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll need a 21 Kana treasure, and a 21 superior, and a 21 Meister, and a 21 reinforced before you don't equip the 20 solid anymore. So, you know, that one's going to be with you for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen I calculated the cost. It's not gonna be a problem I have to worry about right now.
It's like a few years down the line.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think spreading the money, since, you know, the pace that you're playing at, spreading the money over all the items is probably going to give you the best return value for your cash.
Yeah, they're gonna change boss crystals too in KMS, right? They're restructuring the rewards.
Yeah,
like, nerfing them
restructuring
now.
rewards.
Restructure later, of course.
Yeah, something like that. Well, apparently in KMS the drop rate for cubes and flames is already so very, very low that this is already a buff for them.
Mm.
But because of, I don't know, because we stack more drop rate, right? Way more with familiars and everything. So for us it's going to be probably a bit of a nerf early on, but then maybe it'll pick back up with the other stuff that they have planned.
Yeah, and I mean, since I'm going slow, when it happens, it'll still be relevant for me.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, there's nothing crazy getting switched out.
Oh,
Thinking
shit,
if we-
the Links and Legion you mentioned.
what about it?
Look into please.
Yeah, make sure you get your crit, keep your crit at 100, and not too much over.
And Link, still more to 200. Yeah, shade.
Have you calced for Kinesis? Because you're not using Kinesis, I see.
Oh yeah. That's another Link skill I need. Maybe that's what I'll Terror Burn second.
Because like you have a lot of percentage damage, right? So something like Elementalism probably can be switched out for crit damage.
Yeah, probably. So I got pizza to stat pad with.
Yeah, Exactly. What is a pizza? 60% if you stand in it?
Yeah.
It's quite a bit.
It's 100% uptime, level 3 AB link. Woohoo.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Please add me to your party. I'm a support.
And the elemental resistance is 10% final damage?
It's like 9 or 10 or something. Depends how much empathy you have, technically, and
Yeah.
Explorer Mages probably make it even more weird, but around that.
Yeah, Explorer Mages have a little bit, yeah. I think someone said Mihail have something as well. I'm not sure. They might because of their holy element or some shit. I don't know. Might be some obscure stuff going on. If you got enough coins, working on those backups. Yeah, the shield would also be in the list.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the shield first because it's cheaper. If I go to 19.
Yeah, shield and the ring are very much in the same position, right? Both 130 can only go up to 20.
Yeah, but I've got like infinite shield backups.
Yep. Not quite
And then I
infinite
do-
on the
you
solid
get
ring.
more than
but-
one a week.
Yeah, yeah. But how much is a solid ring? It's not that expensive, right?
It's 140 coins, yeah.
Mm,
That's why I bought 2 already.
that's doable. And the superior is like 700.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Guess there's still room for Meister into Superior with how expensive it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Especially for people who try to tap like superior pendants to 22 and they go like 21 to 20 and then boom it from 20 to 22 a few times on Dominator transfer. It's like, ugh.
Mm.
Go again. Yeah. All your other flames are like pretty much on point. Like nothing to really say about that.
Yeah, the compensation's been nuts. My freaking gloves are ridiculous. Holy
Mhm.
shit. That was also part of me trying to justify not using Arcane. Was like, but my gloves.
But my gloves,
I don't
yeah.
want to give up my gloves. Look
You
at
know,
this
flame
glove.
wise, it's pretty good.
The flame and the anvil too. Like, I'm not gonna get a friggin' rank 1 dojo gloves again for a long ass time, if ever.
You just need Steve to stop playing for a week.
Oh, Steve stopped playing already, but now there's like a million other Blaze Wizards. We keep getting more. There are people actually playing it for some reason.
Damn it! Now you're promoting it.
Fuck.
Digging your own grave there.
Wait, can I anvil my gloves onto Arcane gloves and still have the... Does that work like that?
I mean, it says it takes the look of an item and the stats of another item. Like, by the definition of the item, it should work, but I don't think it does. Oh, does it? Noah says it does. It does work like that? Oh, okay. Because it makes sense, right? Because that's now how the item looks. So if you want to transfer how this item looks, you should be able to pick that, I think. Okay, people confirming it.
Yeah. Big fucking rip to throw those gloves away, but I guess, yeah.
Steve didn't quit, did he? Apparently he like stopped playing at 274 or something?
Yeah, he just posted like a message or something saying in the Blaze Wizard channel, he basically made it sound like he wasn't going to play anymore, and then he posted a video with his equips.
Damn.
Sounded like he might have boomed his arcane weapon. I don't know if that was before or after he decided to stop playing or what.
That might weigh into a big decision like that. Okay. Yeah, so I wouldn't like spend money on the Ghost Exorcist badge because that's like 3 stat or some dumb shit. Like that's
Screw that.
That's fun in games when you have a lot of disposable income. I think after everything comes to 18 and you're mainly at that point just trying to push your CRA to 21, all of the extra money could probably go back into upgrading the potentials a little bit again. And pushing it like a little bit, seeing if you can push mainly on the accessories, right, for like 2.5 lines of useful stat. And maybe on like the belt and the heart and the badge then, because those have the lowest amount of junk lines, right? Those will be like the prime candidates to go up in potential first.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the
I guess
emblem
at that
maybe.
point, after 21 CRA, it's going to be way cheaper to...
Yep, an emblem. And the problem, of course, if you roll 2 magic attack and IED on emblem, then that means that your secondary probably have to get like black cubed for a magic and boss or something.
Spend reward points on black cubes for the emblem and secondary.
Yep, something like that. If you, with your limited, over a few months, hopefully you get like 1 lucky roll out of there.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what ended up happening with my Sweetwater weapon is I bought like the reward point black cubes, and then I was like, huh, this unique line is really nice, but then this other thing says it's legendary. Am I supposed to take the legendary thing? I think that's supposed to be rare. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then like I still have cubes left after that, and then I rolled like boss damage and magic attack, and then I was like, oh damn, what do I use the last cube on now? Maybe I try the secondary or something, or the emblem. Friggin'
Well, maybe you get something nice.
magic attack is the strength of attack.
Magic attack is the strength of attack. Wait, what is that?
Never struggle.
Never struggle with that, yeah? You get it easily?
That's where my streamer luck is.
I get magic attack too, but not on mages.
Yeah, you get it from all your friggin' 22-star items that you get for free.
It's so much magic attack if you add all that up, yeah. And then like up to 30 or something of it gets transferred into weapon attack because of the arc passive. Woohoo. So game changer, dude. Huge game changer. Okay. You probably don't need any of the Neo rings or anything like that, right? So you can use those on mules if you want to. Get them a little bump.
Yeah, I've got options.
And are you doing CRA clears on the other characters? On like their top 4 or just on the top 2?
No, just on the top 1.
Okay.
Basically, but I did give expand Dong the fake arcane, so I can probably go for some CRA clears on him, assuming I stop being a little bitch with Vellum.
Yeah, is he still giving you a hard time?
3. I haven't really tried it much on the Dawn Warrior. Like I just need to do it more. Like I'm at the point where I don't really die on the Blaze Wizard to Vellum anymore. It was really tough, even being crazy overgeared. Like that's a hard mechanics check, that fight. So the more I do it, the better it'll be. Because when I watch you in Project CRA playing some fucking obscure ass class you have no idea how to play, and then you still manage to like time out in Vellum, Jesus Christ! Like the difference there is so obvious. It's insane.
Yeah, it's a lot of experience just from running that boss hundreds of times, yeah.
I guess that's kind of where I'm at with Cygnus.
Oh yeah, you're probably overskilled on that one. I mean, granted, everyone who does that more than 3 times is probably overskilled in the current meta on Cygnus. Like if you know exactly how those...
I pushed it even further beyond 20. I did it on my dual blade before my CRA expired, and I finished with like 20 seconds left.
For Sivel?
On normal Cygnus.
Oh, normal Cygnus, okay, yeah. Wait, how long is that boss fight? Is that a 20-minute one?
It's a 30-minute one.
Jesus. Oh god. That reminds me of when I tried to do Chaos Ping Bean on my Aaron. And I just didn't have the damage. I got through everything, and then like I almost got to the last body, but there was like only like a minute left, and just like damage-wise, I wasn't gonna make it, so I just had to leave. And it was like, it's such a waste of half an hour of my life.
Blaze Wizard in the chat. What the hell are you doing? Where'd you come from?
Another one of us, dude. They attract each other, man. You're like a lightning rod for Blaze. You're fire.
I actually met one in town one time randomly. And then I saw just a random person, and then I guess he saw me, and he started doing weird looking shit, and I was like, wait, that kind of looks like my weird looking shit. And then we did like the dance. We did like the mating dance.
The Blaze Wizard mating dance? You have one?
Yeah.
I would just imagine you like F6 and be like, wait, is this real? Are you? There's another one?
You, Blaze Wizard.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, bad class. Why did you play that? And then half the time you click them, you know that they're the same class. Flaming pizzas all over the map? Oh yeah. It's actually crazy. I think Blaze Wizard is one of the only class where you can have like all of the people who main the class in one screenshot, and then you put all the flaming pizzas like touching just on the borders, and you can get everyone in one screen still. It's one of the only classes where you can do that.
We were joking about making a Blaze Wizard picture in the Discord, and we were like, we should pick a small map that we can show off how few there are. And I was like, oh, let's do the hut in Kerning Swamp.
You should do like a really big map, and then you could be like, "Where's the Blaze Wizard?" Because you could have yourself on there, and people have to like find the Blaze Wizards in the giant map.
There's been so many more recently, though. It's crazy. There's like,
it's good.
actual discussions in the Discord.
Yeah, some more diversity. That's good, right?
More people I can argue about staff and wand with.
Yeah. Is everyone in the beginning saying like, why would you even consider wand, and then after like three messages, be like, maybe wand isn't so bad?
More like 300 messages, and then they're still not really convinced. But just change
like,
takes time.
But people say staff, so it must be way better. Yeah.
Social change doesn't come in a day.
No, it's a arduous process. Okay. Is there anything else I can do you for in this blessed day?
No, I guess that's about it. Just getting what I can.
Mm-hmm.
Links, Legion, 18 star, 19 on some stuff if the money permits. 17 star hat, probably a good idea for the Abso.
Yeah, just a second, like a second hat on the side, right? For now.
Yeah, because if I get the weapon, like the difference is so huge from an Arcane Wander staff. So yeah,
yeah, but also if you go for the full set, you switch the hat back, so you don't want to have to redo that. So again, so it's probably best to just pick a backup hat and then try to get that one. But that would be with leftover money if everything gets to 18, basically.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I don't actually need that immediately.
Exactly. You could just sit on that in your inventory. You can, and if you have backup flames or something, you can throw those on a hat already if you make that one. And then when the switch comes, then you can go hard, spend money on the potential.
Oh yeah, I should grab my compensation flames. And I have like a tiny bit left I can throw on the hat.
Okay.
So,
nice.
Cool. Let's start later. Awesome. Okay, yeah, I guess that's everything then.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a little bit of leveling though, as much as you hate that.
Yeah,
I have access to those bosses.
Yeah. Neo and the map and doing my dailies. It'll all be a little bit by bit. Hopefully I get there. Also, the more events happen, the more potions I can grab. Just like how I got to 235 to 240 through potions. Maybe I can get to 250 through potions too.
Eventually, man. Eventually. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe once you have the extra drop right now. I know, with the extra Meso obtain, you have full coverage for the... I mean, you have totems, you have full coverage for the Legion coupons, right? With all of that, that might just feel a lot better once that kill speed goes up.
Yeah. Yep.
Because what I noticed with the Sherbet Pet is it feels like you're not killing as quickly. Because all the bags get looted immediately. If I just turn off my Sherbet Pet for like 60 seconds and the whole map is like filled with money, I'm like, oh, this is actually how much I'm making. Like, it's actually nuts. But it almost feels like you're not really going that fast because the Sherbet Pet is immediately picking everything up.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference.
And then I get to the bottom row of the 3 rows that the Sherbet Pet doesn't reach because I'm using Blazing Extinction in the middle, and it's like, oh shit, that's where all the drops are.
This is what it should look like, yeah. It's like a giant pile. And even just one pass probably doesn't loot everything, even with NA ping, right?
Suction.
Yeah, huge suction going on there. Yeah, because the Arcane Power has the Arcane Power engine has to start up again.
Suction. Yep.
And
all right.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Thanks for the help again.
Yeah, no problem. Best of luck on everything, and I hope your Star Forcing event goes very, very well.
Yep. Monk W. Here we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary for me as well. Best of luck to both of us.
Yep. All right. Off to work. Bye bye.
All right. Yeah. See ya. And just like with Seth, with everyone at home, I hope you guys have a great 5/10/15 event coming this Sunday. Make sure you do your calculations. Check the Star Force calculation. Look at what makes sense for your account. If you want to send one item all the way, that's fine. Spreading all your money like Seth is trying to do over all of the items will, on average, net you fewer booms and more gains for the same amount of money spent. Because, of course, every extra star you get, even though it gives you more stat, per stat gained, it's always going to be more expensive to go on a higher star than to increase, going from 18 to 19 on an item versus 17 to 18 on another one. The cost per stat gained is always going to be a little bit higher, and the higher you go, the more it becomes more expensive. So take that into account as a possibility. Of course, depending on how much patience you have and how many backups you have, that might color that Just curious. Oh yeah, that might color that decision, of course. All right, here's a cost. The cost-benefit analysis of like how much more expensive every star is, depending on the level. So you can use this. This is what Seth used. Can I link this? This is view only. Oh, maybe I'll link this in the video so people can click that. They can use that for their decisions if they want to. I'm ready to boom my Arcane shoulder. I'm ready to boom all of my Arcane this Sunday. If you guys want to see me boom at least 3 Arcane items this Sunday, make sure you tune in. We have a shoulder, a shoe, and a glove all ready to boom on my arc. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to be billions of mesos and a lot of droplets just poof, just into nothing. I don't feel so good, Mr. Streamer Man, and then just gone. No boom, 25 stars. We'll see about that. We'll see about that this Sunday. But yeah, hopefully there were 1 or 2 things in this session as well that refreshed something for you or that gave you an idea of something to do with your progression for your account. As always, if you want one of these sessions or you have data for me in the form of battle analyses, monster skill per hour, anywhere in Vanishing Journey, in the Arcane River, or training videos of you anywhere in the Tenebris area, or you want to join the EU or NA reboot guilds that I'm in and partially running with my juniors, then check the description of the video for links to that. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.